Yo, what's going on, Kicks Army? Today I'm going to be doing a sneaker drawing on the Vans Old School Pop Camo, as well as I'm going to be talking about the future of KicksArt and what's in store for the channel. Let's get! By the way, I love how hype I get in the beginning with the stuff. Now you might be thinking, oh wow, that's a really cool stencil. I wonder where I could get a stencil like that. Well, I have good news for you. There's this website that I know of. It's called KicksArt.com and it has free sneaker stencils. There's Nikes, there's Jordans, there's Adidas, there's a whole bunch of stencils. And tomorrow, especially since it's my day off, I'm gonna be adding at least 3 more stencils to the site. So go ahead, check it out. Everything on there is free. It's super useful. I think it's awesome. I'm also biased, so it is what it is. Now, real quick, this sneaker was a part of like a 3-pack series that Vans did called the Pop Camo series. The first model came in the Vans Authentic model, which is basically the low top, and that pretty much has like a blue and black camo to it. Second model is the Vans Old School, and it came with the colorway that you're seeing right now. It has that red and orange camo. And then the third model is the Skate High model, which I also have a stencil for in the description down below. You can go ahead, check out KicksArt.com. And that one is more purple and gray focused. So the whole pack has a camo theme, and honestly, I think it looks really good. I like camo on shoes. Vans has a traditionally very classic look to their sneakers, so adding the camo look to the sneakers worked out really well in my opinion. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about KicksArt real quick. KicksArt not only is a channel, but KicksArt is a brand. So I started this channel in 2014, and even though my idea of what the channel could be has kind of shifted over time, I realized more and more, especially as of recently, that the reason why I created the channel, the true reason why I wanted to make this channel, was because I believe this is the channel that I would have wanted to see back when I was in high school. I really started to become a sneakerhead in 9th grade. I had a project where I had to design a pair of sneakers that were able to help an athlete with some type of sport. So I liked basketball back then, so I chose basketball, and that was my first time drawing a sneaker. Prior to that, I was just drawing graffiti and stuff like that, but it was the first time drawing a sneaker, and I actually loved it. I do not have a picture of that sneaker. Even if I did, I would not show it. The proportions are terrible. It probably looks so bad, but it didn't matter. I just drew a sneaker and I was like, wow, this is actually really fun. Ever since that moment, for like the next 4 years and onward, I've been drawing sneakers pretty much nonstop. It got to the point where around 2013, I decided to go ahead and I would post my sneaker drawings on Instagram, and then from there, I slowly gained a little bit of a following using those hashtags to kind of branch myself out there. And it was really cool to see other people actually like the stuff that I did, because when you grow up as an artist, the only people that are going to recognize you for your work if you don't use social media are the people that are around you that always tell you, hey, your stuff looks good or whatever. With social media, it was awesome to see this whole network of people that I would never talk to in my real life connect me and say, hey, I like what you do, keep doing more. And it got to the point where I was taking on sneaker requests almost every day. People would comment on one of my photos, hey, can you draw this? Hey, can you draw that? And that would slowly pile up to the point where I'm thinking, man, you know what, maybe I should start a YouTube channel. I started watching YouTube videos back in I think 2006, so it was like a year after YouTube first started. And around 2009, let's say 2008 is when I really started to get into YouTube, to where that became like a part of my everyday life. And when I say part of my everyday life, like at least an hour of my day was spent on YouTube. So being aware of what YouTube was as a platform, the opportunities that came through that, I knew that this was an opportunity that I could tap into that was creating sneaker drawing videos that weren't readily available on the platform. I knew that if I made the sneaker drawing videos, this is content that I would have wanted to see, and that there was most likely a market out there that also wanted to see these videos as well. And 4 years later, here we are. I'm talking to you guys. In the beginning, for like the first 2, maybe 3 years, there was no commentary over the videos. It was just audio that I had from friends that given me tracks. Obviously, with the commentary on top of the video, it's a much more different experience because now we're connecting. Now you guys can actually hear my thoughts. And because I've always had a pretty decent personality, I always consider myself a funny guy, at least entertaining at the very least. It was easy to kind of transition to the style that I'm using now. Now, I said I started YouTube 4 years ago, and as I'm sure some of you guys know, throughout those 4 years, there have been plenty of moments where I've just been extremely inconsistent. When I say inconsistent, there was at least 2 or 3 lapses where it was like 6 months where I would go without making a video. That is just outright not acceptable. That is because of pure laziness, lack of ambition, lack of diligence, whatever you want to use, it probably applied to that. You connect that to the fact where for the most part, along maybe 3 out of the 4 years I've been making videos, there were time periods where I would just do 1 video a week, and I thought I was doing really good when I bumped up to 2 videos a week. Now, of course, 2 videos a week is a lot better than 1 video a week, but back then I thought if I just do a video a week, that's good enough. Unfortunately, with the way this world works, if you do 1 video a week, especially with how the algorithm works now, your videos are just going to get lost in the system. So daily is really the way to go if you can manage it depending on what your channel is. I know if I put in the effort, if I do the things I need to do, if I pace myself, if I take care of everything that I have to do, I can do a video a day. I'm going on almost 2 weeks of consecutive videos, like a week and a half, 2 weeks so far. And if you remember months back, at the end of December and then for like January and February, I was doing daily videos for like almost 2 months, 3 months straight. So clearly I am capable of doing this, but it just lack of laziness, lack of ambition, lack of whatever. For the longest time, I didn't do this. So what does that mean? What that means now is when you look at my subscriber count, it shows 23,000 subscribers, but when you look at my daily views for each of my videos, it's only a few hundred at the best. And while low-key that might be very discouraging, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of exciting. Like anybody who is listening to this video right now, especially if this is that first day that I uploaded, you guys are a part of my community. You guys are part of the Kicks army. You guys are part of the core fan base, and I love each and every single one of you guys. And it wasn't until like a month and a half ago that I actually took the website serious, and I went and I actually redid it in a way so it's actually usable. So now not only do I have the YouTube channel that I would have wanted to see back when I was in high school, but now I have the website that completely integrates with that would have been the website that I would have wanted to have in high school. Back in high school, if I wanted to do custom colorways of sneakers, I would go on Google, I would type in the sneaker I wanted, and hopefully I would find a stencil of it. And even when I found stencils, they weren't all the same style. Some had a lot more detail than others, some were really crappy. And I'm not saying my stencils have the most detail, but for the most part, they're all pretty clean and they're all uniform and they all have the same style. And if you, the viewer, if you, the user of the website, want a stencil that's not on the website, you can contact me. I know I have to get back to working on those stencil requests. Trust me, I'm working on it. I'm a pretty busy guy, but I want this website to be more just a thing for you guys to use. I want this website to be a resource, something that's actually very usable and that has a lot of benefit to people. So with all of that being said, what does it mean for the future of KicksArt? Well, guys, that means if I don't get at least 500 views a video, I'm not gonna be able to afford to keep up the channel. That was a joke, please don't take that seriously. But there is definitely times in my life where I'm like super motivated to go ahead and work on this channel to execute on these things. And then there's times where I'm not. I can't speak on what's gonna happen, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, but at this very moment, I'm pretty motivated to go ahead and execute on this channel and to grow it. It's okay if I only get 200 views a video, because that's 200 people that like what I do, that are sticking with me day by day. You guys are awesome. And now I think it's a lot easier to be motivated because the website is actually pretty functional. It's actually got a system, it's clean, it's easy to use. It motivates me to want to actually add more content to it. Now, continually posting videos every day is gonna help, of course, with the channel. Of course, it's gonna help. And then having the website stay updated all the time, continually adding stencils until that website has 200, 300, whatever, how many stencils there are. Because look at this real quick. Let's just take Vans for a second. Vans is a brand. How many different models do you think Vans has made over the years of sneakers? I don't know, but I'm gonna say the number is somewhere between a lot and holy crap, that's a lot. Ultimately, I want every sneaker model to be on my site as a stencil, which means I'm not even close to having the total number of stencils this website needs. Obviously, I have a lot of the popular ones, but I want to get all of them on there, and that's gonna take time, but that's okay. I have plenty of time. So what I'm gonna be doing to go ahead and try to grow this channel, and I'm sure I've already told some of you guys this, but in terms of the videos themselves, I'm going to be trying to set up the kind of videos that are going to get attention from people who might not know about the channel. You notice for like this past week and a half, I've been doing videos on sneakers that are going to be coming out later on the year. That's because when people go and they search for these sneakers, hopefully my video pops up, they will see my video and they will kind of, be interested in what I do. That being said, the how to draw videos are different. The how to draw videos are, videos showing you guys how to draw a sneaker. So it doesn't have to be a new sneaker, it can be an old sneaker. Speaking of which, every Sunday is going to be a how to draw video because I have the full day off, so I'll actually have the time to sit down and go ahead and create those videos. Those videos do take the longest to do. While I love and I appreciate all your comments on requesting videos for me to do for the channel, I want you guys to understand that I'm going to try to set up these videos in a way where it strategically makes it so that way I can naturally get more views based on the sneakers that I'm doing for those videos. If somebody wants me to draw a LeBron 11 colorway of a sneaker, I'd be more than happy to do that, but realistically that's not going to get that much traction, and I want the channel to grow. But your comments are always appreciated, so don't feel like they're not. Now, like I mentioned, I can't just focus on putting in all this work for YouTube and the website and not expand with social media, so here's kind of my plan for that. While I'm still not too sure about Instagram TV, the fact is that Instagram is a very powerful platform and I'm definitely going to be using that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post every video that you're going to see on this channel the day after on Instagram TV. I'm going to try my best to see if I can incorporate stuff to occupy that black space that's going to be on the top and the bottom of the videos, whether it be text, images, things like that. But more importantly than Instagram TV, I'm going to be using Instagram a lot. For example, tomorrow is Sunday. What I'm going to be doing every Sunday Sundays, I'm going to be doing like a week in review for the week prior. So for the previous week, Sunday through Saturday, I'm going to go through and it's going to be 2 posts. One post is going to be of the videos that I did. So it's going to have like all the images in one thumbnail, and then you can swipe through and you can see what sneaker I drew for each day. And then a separate post is going to be for the stencils for that week, so you can find out what stencils I uploaded. And it's going to be on Sunday because I feel like nobody is working on Sunday, nobody has school on Sunday, so it only makes sense to do it Sunday. So if that sounds cool and interesting to you, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to be starting a Facebook page to kind of get my stuff out there. I'm going to be joining LinkedIn and get really involved in the LinkedIn community to try to get my stuff out there. I'm posting to like a number of different amino pages every day, so that's slowly helping the channel as well. And I'm actually going to be posting my stuff on Pinterest a lot too, because Pinterest is very popular for images because it's pretty much all images. So I'm definitely going to be utilizing that, as well as like different sites for designers and stuff. But yeah, at the very moment, that's pretty much my game plan, and I'm pretty excited to go ahead and execute on it. And like I said earlier, guys, if you're watching this video, you guys rock. That's just plain simple. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry, there's not really any basketball talk today. It's not like there was any news. We are in the heart of the off season for basketball. I don't really watch football, plus I don't want to talk about football anyway, so that's useless. And I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on the channel, see how this thing is growing. I'm excited for the future. I'm going to get to 100K eventually, and hopefully sooner than later, especially if I work on everything that I mentioned in today's video. But that's gonna do it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and bounce past that bell to get post notifications. Don't forget to check out KicksArt.com for all your sneaker stencil needs, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Yee!